the most important thing, whether you do my embodiment practice or something else, is to tune in with yourself in the morning and set your energy right, even if it's just 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Now, I like to take half an hour, an hour. Just because that's how I am. Today, we're really going to tune in to some certain phrases that I've got here to read out to you, and just as always, find out the emotional charge underneath the first maybe positive thought that you have, even if it's very positive or a little positive. You're going to go into your body and you're going to let it move up and down, like when you say the statements as though they're true, and feel how true it actually feels in your body. You know the drill. And then we're going to do it out of 100%. I'm going to start moving on to 100%. I just like it better. And then we're going to open up the portal for receiving, because remember, you are the portal. You are the portal. The portal's not something out here, out there that you open up. There's not something outside of you. The portal is you. And so when you are clenched up, when you think about spending money or investing in yourself or receiving a compliment, receiving help, giving help, whatever it is, when you think of that, and if a part of you has a reaction to it, like an emotional reaction, even if it seems normal to you, or especially if it seems normal to you, well, that just means that this is like a closed covering over your portal. Your portal's closed when you have these clenches in your body. Yeah. So it's really important to take your time. I really do suggest every morning to tune in. And, you can find your own embodiment practice, whatever it is that feels right for you. But I'm going to be giving you a practice every single week, so that you can mix and match. You can tune into which parts of it you like best, what you want to repeat, what you want to do more of, or you can just literally follow the videos as they are, if that calls to you. Okay, so we're gonna breathe, we're gonna tune in, and then we're gonna begin. So let's put one hand on heart and one hand on your stomach. Okay, and let's take a nice big breath in. Let it all out. And just instructing your mind, say, thank you, mind. But it's time to be here now. It's time to be here now. It's time to be here now. Knowing that the mind can think later, but right now, anytime the thoughts come up, just gently pause them. And on every inhale, pause your thoughts. So let's go. Big, deep sigh. Open up the cells of your body gently, and using the lungs at the end of the exhale. Pausing your thoughts, softening your fingertips, your toes, your knees, your nose. Let each breath become fuller, relaxing your shoulders, noticing where any tension is, and just sigh around the tension, allowing it to relax without trying to force it to relax. And another breath. Big sigh. And you can even do a yawn here, even if it's fake, just get it going. And now when I talk about spiritual concepts, allow yourself to interpret them into your belief. So if you think, oh, well, that's not true, I think this, like, I know this. Okay, great. Interpret what I'm saying, how it can relate to you. So if I use the words God and you get triggered by the words God, think about universe or infinite spirit, divine mind, or the 0 point field if you prefer quantum physics, or vice versa. If you're like, oh, I don't like how people say universe, it's okay. Just say whichever ones to yourself that you want. What matters is that you have faith in the higher power, the one true living God, the one true living creator. Some call it the universe, some call it God, some call it Mother Nature. Okay, what matters is that you know that there's this guiding force. Some even call it the subconscious mind. Okay, our subconscious mind is ultimately God, the divine, infinite spirit. And God, the divine, always says yes. So everything that you believe, it says yes. And you send your thoughts out. Imagine like a little electricity ray going out, every thought you have going out, and it will always come back to you. So you have to think everything that you're thinking is not just narrating. You're not just narrating, you're actually sending out energy beams that are then reflected back to you, so you can see through other people who you're really being on the inside. So why you can say sometimes, I'm doing everything right, why isn't this thing manifesting? Well, if you're doing everything right, it would be manifesting. And a lot of the times it's got nothing to do with the rituals that you're doing or the actions that you're taking. It's got to do with how you feel, the mood you're in, and who you are as you're taking those actions. So it can be so confusing because it's like, okay, but I know I'm meant to take action, but I'm not meant to know the how. And I know that thoughts create our reality, full stop. So that means I don't need to take any action. And it's like, no, you do need to take action, but it's going to be a very different action than when you are running off the shoulds, the ifs, the buts of the universe, the butts of the universe. It's going to take, what was I saying? Yeah, it's a. Now I'm laughing at the fact I found that so funny. So let's take a breath on that. It's good to laugh. So it really is about tuning in and finding your center, merging, requesting, calling for your higher self, the Holy Spirit, your Christ self. If you need to do your future self, whatever word you can get behind to do these processes because they work. Oh, yes. And that's right. And then as you get into the right energy, you're no longer thinking from the fear parts of you, although they might be there, they might pop up. You at the same time are more embodied in this higher vibration, in this trust, in this certainty. And what you do will be a lot different when you're coming from a place of this almost, it feels neutral, this neutral certainty, which then opens up a space for joy to come through, which you can then pour onto the things that you do, rather than having this grim, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do that, oh, I have to do all this, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do it. Well, no wonder it's not working, whichever area it is for you. It's because there's that narration that you think is a narrator. You just literally blah, 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 blah. This is happening, that is happening in your head to yourself, right? I can say this because this is what I've done. But ultimately, it's not. You're actually shooting out energy beams with everything that you're thinking, and they're all like bouncing off the mirror of reality and bouncing back onto you, which is a gift because that way you can see who you really are. Okay, so I think that's enough spiritual discourse for the moment. If you do have any questions on that, let me know, whether you're here or on the replay. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's right, the tuning in. Okay, so hands on heart. You can put one on your stomach too if you want, or lower down. Okay, so I'm calling in, I'm invoking my mighty I am presence, Alpha and Omega, the central sun, our holy Mother, Father, God. I am invoking the archangels, the spirits of light, of illumination from the house of God, from the house of love. I'm calling upon Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin to merge with my consciousness, to assist us all. I am calling upon beloved ascended Master Nada to help us master our emotions. I am calling upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel to shower us with illumination. I am calling upon the Divine Director. I'm calling upon El Moria, beautiful ascended masters of pure love and light, to assist us in this receiving. Help us open to be portals for receiving and, of course, forgiving. Receiving and forgiving, receiving and forgiving. So take a big breath and just relax all tension and the tension around the tension. And just say yes to receive in whichever way you believe. Okay, so grab out your pen and paper, or you can use the chat here if you want. Good, my pink hairs are still on. Fantastic. This is a good sign. I'm not going to be moving around much though. Okay, so where are my glasses? And my other glasses, my new ones, but these ones are good too. Okay, you ready? So now you're going to write these down, or you can just say it out loud at first, but I've got it written down, so it'll help write it down. Write these down. I am safe to receive all my desires. I am safe to receive all my desires. Now I want you to put your hand on your heart and your belly, or like on your sacral, like above your pubic bone, and just feel into your body behind your hand. So you really come down into your body. This isn't a thinking exercise. If at any point you go, that ain't it. Okay? So please go down into your body and say, like you really mean it, I'm safe to receive all my desires. And then notice your body's reaction. Let the let it settle like a glass of water when you put it down and it sways up and down. I am safe to receive all my desires. Out of 100%, how true does that feel? Okay, so Kelly, I saw you just came back in. Okay, so we're starting now. I am safe to receive all my desires. I am safe to receive all my desires. Come down into your body with hands on your heart and stomach, or lower down on your sacral above your pubic bone. And just let yourself feel around behind your hands and notice your body's reaction. Is it tight? Is it heavy? Does one little bit after 30 seconds start moving around? Out of 100%, how true does it feel? I am safe to receive all my desires. And now for the part that isn't 100%, if that is the case, please write down why. From that place, not from the conscious positive part that knows that you're safe. We're getting negative here because you've got split personalities, like we do. We have split sub-personalities, and our job is to integrate them. Okay, so I want you to write down more than one sentence. So just keep carrying it on. If it says, I'm not safe to receive because I might lose it all. Okay, and then what? Or why, right? So I've opened the chat up there just in case anyone types. Okay, for a beautiful portal of expansive receiving. Okay, next. I will be used or stolen from if I have everything I want. I will be used or stolen from if I have everything I want. So just say it like it's true. And don't worry, not creating it, we're doing this. We're just focusing for half a second and see what comes up. So obviously the negative will be the higher number on this case because it's how true does it feel? I will be used or stolen from if I have everything I want. And now if you feel anything above zero, in this case, that means that a part of you is scared you'll be used or stolen from, which is a block, obviously. And so write down why. Why do you believe that? What happened? Okay, next up. I have enough now to share with many. I have enough now to share with many. How true does that feel out of 100%? I have enough now to share with many. And if not 100%, why not? Okay, so let's keep going. I am rich enough to lose what I want. I am rich enough to lose what I want. I'm rich enough to lose what I want. How true does that feel out of 100%, and why or why not? It is safe to have excess money in overflow way beyond what I need. It is safe to have excess money in overflow way beyond what I need. How true does that feel out of 100%? Of course, if you're on the replay, I'd suggest to pause these and really feel it and get all the negative out. It is safe to have excess money in overflow way beyond what I need. How true does that feel out of 100%? Why not, if that's the case? Okay, so we've got two more. Even when I don't have the results I want, and think of the area, even when I don't have the results I want, I'm absolutely certain it's happening and on its way. So think of the area, the things that you want, the things that may be slow or blocked. Say, even when I don't have the results I want, I am absolutely certain it's happening and on its way. How true does that feel out of 10? I mean 100. And if not, why not? Okay, one more. It is safe to be judged and not liked. It is safe to be judged and not liked. It is safe to be judged and not liked. How true does that feel out of 100%?